Welcome back to the Great War Western Front. We are here attacking Leon. We've hit this area once so far this turn, so they've got a little battle fatigue coming in. Hit them with a barrage of siege artillery. Doesn't seem to have done a ton. They're already sending some recon aircraft at us, and our trenches are really close here. So this could get interesting. I wonder if that's going to have to change how we attack a little bit. So we've got their first wave already turning back. I'm going to aim to go on the left here and see if I can push right across this shorter distance and maybe start to take some territory real quick. So while we've got them suppressed, I'm going to see if I can get some troops up and take this first line. Move everyone up a little bit and keep it moving. But yeah, just want to make sure that my guys don't come under attack while we're still trying to make it to this first trench. So there we go. We should be in... Oh, lost my observation balloon. They must have sent fighters at it. But our bomber is hitting behind their lines, and hopefully with my two fighters here, we'll keep them outnumbered, and we can keep pushing here. Though it does look a little dicey. I wonder if I should send more planes in and make sure that we can actually win this one. I feel like this fighter's gonna go down. We can't have too long left. I've got enough fighters in here. There we go. So we knocked out their fighters, do have air superiority, and we managed to push forward a couple of trenches here. So this next one's going to be a bit longer. All right, so all my artillery's back. I think I'm going to wait for everyone to catch up to this trench, and then I will move the rest of my troops forward. Let's see, let's keep going. And where is my tank? Did my tank get taken out by something? That's unfortunate. All right. So this trench is still active. I did not realize that. I'm going to send a couple of companies over to take that out. I'm a little upset I lost my tank. Like it was right here. Did I do something dumb before the battle and lose it? And lose it as in where did it go, not as in destroyed? So they're putting a lot of rifle fire on my guys. Let's see if we can soften that up with some artillery here. I think we're going to get a good push. I think we'll have a good chance of taking ground here. Yeah, we'll be able to get some guys in these trenches. That won't be too much of an issue. But let's hit these back trenches while I've got the chance. Come on. My guys are weakened, but we did take some ground here. So let's reinforce while I've got a little bit of a breather. I must have goofed and not actually brought that other tank in. All right, so most of these companies are just about spent. I'll bring up this next group of two and just cover them with artillery when I start to get close. That should do the trick for me. I should have more coming in as well. There they are. Let's see. Hit that trench with some heavy artillery to soften it up. Where's my next company? They're just taking a while. We'll get there. I don't feel like I used it at all in the last campaign. Maybe it was part of the new update, the ammo cache for artillery. Having that costing less supply is just so worth it. Being able to use more artillery, absolutely. Well, number one, it could just straight up save supply. But your losses are so much less too when you're not having to ration your artillery so much. There we go. We're making them come through the open. Hopefully these guys will put some rifle fire on those companies before they get here as well. So there we go. We made it to this trench. Let's see if we can keep pushing over. I don't even know where to put these guys. They are getting ready to counterattack. I've got to be ready for that one. So we're going to come up against some grenadiers in this trench. You know, let's bail. Let's pull these guys back while we can. Oh, I've got to put some hurt on these flamethrowers, because if they get in my trenches, they'll wreck it. I think a cannon tank would do great right here. I could fire right down these trenches, and I don't think they'll be able to do too much about it. And being able to reinforce up close is going to be big for me as well. I'll just keep this suppressed so they don't fire on my tank too much. And now I'm taking fire from back here, so I've got to take them out. Oh yeah, they're using artillery on my tank too. Got to get out of there. Once we push to Y, then we can move across instead of having to move up and down. I don't know if that's the right way to describe it, but that's what I'm doing. And it should be easier to move then as well. I'll pull these guys back. Where are these guys coming from? Good thing I didn't pull everyone forward. I'll keep the artillery up. So we've got a mortar back here that's going to cause me some problems. Oh yeah, this is a lot of rifle fire coming from the back. Let's see. I don't know if I'll be able to take out these flamethrower troops. I wonder if I should gas that trench. That might be a way for me to move forward. And then just keep pulling up. Oh, this is perfect. We could just sit here and put machine gun fire on those flamethrower troops when they can't really come at me. Though it doesn't really look like it's doing any damage. Oh, there we go. Just in chunks rather than a little bit at a time. Now, where's my next push going to come from? It's taking a lot of machine gun fire to work on these guys. Doing a gas attack on the back line here. I don't know how effective that's actually going to be. Hopefully it'll at least make them get up and move. Wow, this is a lot of fire I'm seeing from the back line. I was not expecting resistance like this. I think the smoke saved me a little bit. Let me see if I can use a bomber in the back here and maybe use that to take out their machine gun and mortar, because that mortar is going to cause me issues. Good news is now that we have a little breathing room. There we go. Come on, take out that mortar. That's good. That mortar was going to be the toughest one to deal with. And what do I have? I could call in some more troops. So I've used a lot of supplies so far. And I'm down to 8 minutes. Let's hit this. And I'm just going to smoke as much as I can, but it's not a lot. Let's see how much I can actually move here. I think the gas attack was somewhat effective before. At least now we're making some progress. The smoke is giving me a little cover, but I'm not able to really take these trenches like I'd like to. And I lost my tank. Lasted longer than I was expecting, honestly. Lost quite a few companies there that I'll have to reinforce. I was really hoping I'd have a little more left over, a little more artillery cover I could use, but it doesn't seem to be the case. The siege artillery barrage is just too expensive, I think, for where I am right now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take this back line without artillery cover, I think. Let's just wait for everyone else to move up. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to sweep. It's gonna be tough. Although that last trench, that is a command trench, so I don't have to clear everyone around it. I just have to clear that trench. This little counterattack is just going to be irritating, not really dangerous. I'm going to have to use good old-fashioned World War I massed infantry charge to take this back line. I don't see any way around it. Let's see, looking for anyone else I can call up and throw at this. Let's get these guys out of here. They're pretty beat up. We'll get more troops going, but I think this rifle fire is going to be too much for me to push through. What I'm going to need to do is just get as many troops as I can up to this front line, and then maybe from there I can launch an attack, because I don't have the... Oh, you know what I can do? Tanks. I think I might need some armor support to push through. I don't know if I actually want to call up my reinforcements that close. It might be too close where we start taking rifle fire before they get to the trenches. I'll speed this one up for a little bit until my guys get here. I was hoping to sweep it so that with my third attack this turn, I might be able to actually take Leon. That's going to be a tall order. But here we go. This might be enough. I'm wondering if having the tanks and the infantry combined, if that's going to let me make it into these trenches. There we go. Starting to make progress. It's not going easy, but it's going. It's okay, we'll bring up this next line. There we go. All right, so now we've got Y. It's a long way to push to get over to this command trench. I wonder if I could just end around this. Go all the way around the back with a few solid companies and some armor and make it into the command trench. It's risky, but I don't know if I have any other options right now. I don't know if I have time to get enough companies up to push across the regular way. Let's see. This is gonna get interesting. There we go.
Attendez les ordres. Le commandement veut cette position.
Maybe if I stay far enough back, I'll stay out of rifle range of their trenches. Turns out this actually wasn't a great idea. Wonder if this will be enough. I have 1 minute left. I don't think that'll be enough. Nope. Oh well. Almost made it. We'll just take out this back gun and then call it. Thought I was gonna get the sweep, but they were just a little too tough for me in the back line. Those mortars were dense. What is this medal? I don't know if I've seen this one before. I don't know what the Z's are for. Maybe battle fatigue? I guess it would make sense if it was battle fatigue. Not that I really need it this turn because I'm only attacking once from that spot. All right, but we're still working on their national will. Getting a little lower on supplies than I'd like. I don't really need to do that, but it's better to, I feel like better to do that now so I don't come up against the limit of doing it, what is it, twice per turn? Oh, 5 per turn, that's plenty. I guess I don't really need to worry about that yet. So let's try it again. So I am going heavy on the right side. I'm leading with Canadian troops. Their bonus is extra benefit from rolling barrage and smoke. And I meant to capitalize on that by using extra, what do we got here? Is this 2 planes or 1?
Ready for anti-air mission.
We got to get my balloon down to protect it. They're sending fighters at it. They get extra bonus from smoke, and I meant to add an extra light artillery, but forgot. So, we'll have to go without. I did manage to get all of my artillery within the range of an ammo cache, so we're firing half-price shells here. That'll be great for us to have. And I guess while I've got fighters up in the air, let's send a bomber over there. Let's see, where's my bomber at? Just want to start to take out some of those emplacements if I can. I know they're probably going heavy on mortars. That's what they've done a lot lately. Let's get this balloon back up and maybe see if we can peep what's going on. Yeah, so we've got some mortars for sure. Can we get another drop on it? Yes. All right, so that mortar's going to be gone. And they're counter batterying me. Interesting. All right, let's get this first wave going. So their front line looks pretty sparse. I'm going to get everyone moving first and then call in the artillery. I think if I called it in now, it would be too soon. I think the barrage would be over before I get there, and then we'd be left hanging out to dry by the end of it. So let's advance this a little bit. Let our guys get moving for a while before we start to send everything else forward. Had a notable lack of air combat here. There we go, more mortar positions taken out. Maybe we can get this machine gun too. All right, I think we're getting close enough. Let's see here. I really wish I had that extra light artillery. Would be huge right now. I think that's probably going to be the one most beneficial for me to hit with heavy artillery. There we go. And let's bring the tank up now too. We at least have this cover from the smoke, so that'll help us. These flamethrowers are gonna cause a major problem for me. They are just impossible to take out without any kind of help coming from artillery or anything. Let's make sure we're getting in these trenches. The Australians, my thought sending the Australians is that they get extra cover from trenches. So if we were able to hold a little bit of ground, it seemed like they might be better to hold on to it rather than just take it. I did upgrade some of the grenades for my troops. That was the last technology upgrade I did. And it looks like that's having an effect on this machine gun here. I think we might be able to take this out from further away than we would have before. There we go. Get in this trench. All right, so we have a really firm hold on this point here. We've actually got it. I'm gonna call in some fighters. And I think we can just make our way down. Yeah, now we've got X.
Ready yourself, get in position. Attention, on the line. Attention. Ready on the line.
Let's see here. The trench has got a little mixed up. Not as clean as I would like. But we're going to be able to move forward. And that's all that matters right now.
Reinforcements reporting. Reinforcements reporting. Looks like we're late to the party. Ready for orders.
Let's see who we can find over here. I think I can kind of slow walk this and move it bit by bit. I don't need to rush. It's only been, what, 5 minutes? Well, let's get the tank turned around here. Artillery can still be really damaging to tanks. I haven't seen any concentrations thick enough to be worth using gas attacks yet. I'm starting to come around to those. I think having the ammo cache makes them more worth it. 40 supply is a lot easier to stomach than 80 supply. So let's see what else we can make a move on here. I do have my reinforcements coming up as well. Oh, let's just make sure we get in these trenches before the artillery gets too bad. All right, so we found a mortar position. Let's get this tank moving toward the back. I think we can put some pressure on those grenadiers. These troops are acting a little buggy. I don't know why they're not just getting in trenches. But I think I've got the mass here to start pushing. And let's get a bomber over here. They've got 2 mortars. I'm not going to deal with that on the ground. Let's gas this spot. I think they've got enough troops here that it's worth it. It's going to really damage their morale and make them move. So hopefully with our bomber in now, we're going to be able to get some bombs dropped on these mortars. I don't think the mortars are that powerful, but they're still able to do some serious damage. There we go. We got 1 mortar down. We just need to get this other one taken care of. We're also getting that morale bonus from having our tanks nearby too. Can we hit these guys with... There we go. I was hoping to get some rifle fire on these German grenadiers. Let's get some more troops coming up. We're looking a little thin. And I'm going to move these Australian troops up since they're in better shape. And let's pull out these companies that are rough. I think we've got enough clearance here to rotate them out. I'll just hit this with heavy artillery. I don't want to risk anything dumb here. I wonder if I get here, if that'll be close enough to take on this this heavy field artillery. Those guys aren't necessary to take out, but I just don't want to deal with them taking shots at my reinforcements. If they knock out both of these companies, I'm going to be upset. And there's a chance they will.
Ready yourselves. Get in position.
All right, we're getting close here.
We have arrived and await orders.
So I'm going to bring in some elite companies to try to take on this command trench.
We have new orders. Spread out.
Got lucky that we didn't get hit in the open there in column formation.
On the line.
And once those elites come in, we'll take it to the command trench.
Stand by. Head to that position.
Still got 10 minutes, so I don't have to rush. I've basically got the command trench taken. And supply situation's looking good, so let's do some bombing runs over here. Maybe some air recon as well. Let's see what we can find.
Be ready, boys. Check coordinates for barrage.
Taking some light fire.
We have new orders.
I'm just getting a little careless, a little sloppy. But let's see what we can spot. If there's anything good over here that I should know about before I attack it. So they have anti-air. 2 anti-air cannons. And it looks like 1 mortar. But very boldly taking out anti-air cannons with mortars. I'll take it.
Load them up, set for barrage. Fire all guns.
So what's my next step here? Well, first is the command trench.
Stand by for orders.
And then I guess I'll take a look at where we can go next and get ready to cross this gap. But that command trench is going to be the first step. After we take that, we'll get the little break from the countdown while that's being captured. And let's see, everything else. We get 2 companies back here that are fresh. I'll bring them up, get them involved. All right, capturing the command trench. So once those next 2 companies are up, I'll be ready to move forward. Let's get another machine gun tank. I think those are great when you're on the offensive. I'll pull these companies back since they're so beat up. And yeah, this front line's going to be a little bothersome to me. I just feel like they're gonna... the stormtroopers aren't too bad because they won't... Their range is short enough they won't take pot shots at me as my guys are running by. But these riflemen are just bothersome. Everyone is almost here. Tank is almost here. We can actually speed this up a little. I love when games have the option to speed things up. All right, gun is taken out.
Orders incoming. We're moving out.
Let's see, where's my other tank?
Here we go.
Maybe I'll use this one to suppress. I guess it won't really suppress, but to take on the flamethrowers over here.
Be ready, boys. Ready, gas volley.
Wonder if I should just gas these trenches.
Start the barrage.
That'll make them move out of the way. And I don't know how much it actually weakens them, but it'll at least force them to fall back.
We have new orders. We hold this ground.
Let's see. Let's see how this goes.
We have new orders. This position is ours. Stand by for orders. Take firing positions.
There we go. Now we have our
Awaiting new orders.
tank firing on these stormtroopers. And let's get a little smoke here while we cross.
Stand by for orders. We hold this ground. Ready yourselves. We need to hold this position. Attention. Ready on the fire. We have new orders.
Let's see if we can capture these trenches while they're occupied.
Stand by for orders. The brass wants this piece of ground.
And I've got armor support, so we should be able to... Wow. I just wish I had more heavy artillery right now. This is going to get messy. Really messy. They just have so many troops here. I was not ready for this. Not at all. I feel like I should have more troops somewhere. Let's see if I can actually get in these trenches. The amount of fire we're putting down with between our tanks and the riflemen we've got should be enough to win this one, but it's good. It's just so tough when they're in trenches. There we go. Now Now we're gaining some ground. All right. So we've got some real estate we can claim as our own and start moving these guys up. We're on our way to a sweep. Let's get these tanks up close and personal.
Ready yourselves. We're withdrawing.
I do need more troops here.
Reinforcements ready.
I guess I want them to come from the other side. I feel like it's safer, less risk of running into unexpected Germans. They're just a little too far away to hit with my artillery here. Do I have any reinforcements coming up yet? Just now.
Stand by for orders.
Let's get them up as quick as we can. They're taking shots at my tanks, but there's so few of them, it's not doing a ton. I think once these guys bail, they'll... Yep, there we go. They surrendered. And that's a sweep. Not enough to capture it this turn, but it still is going to swing the morale, swing the national will, and that's what we need to end this war. Casualties were closer to even than I would like, but we took out a bunch of artillery and we gained the ground, so that's worth a lot. And there we go, plus 10 on our side, minus 14 for them. Actually picked up some supply, and we defeated heavy artillery companies, so that's an extra 600 supply. Both of those are big for us. Let's advance this. And they're gonna let us sit until next turn. New American forces have landed. Good, good. How many?
We have new orders.
5. I wonder, is there somewhere I should consolidate and just throw 5 American corps at? Let's see what these other events are first, if that changes things. The Logan Riot. And then defeating captured tanks. Let's see, maybe Chalons would be good. And then we can reinforce. I don't know. Now I'm not sure. Maybe send 2 guys down there. We'll send 2 up to Soissons. Send the tank as well. Let's get the Americans over to Chalons. And we get some American tanks in as well to back them up. I think that's a good posture for us going into the next turn. All right, well, I'm going to call it there for today. Thanks again for watching. Hope you're enjoying the series, and have a good one.